Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This is a video, and I want you to pay attention and kind of follow up with the comments as they will come about, and I'll tell you in a second why. But anyway, many Christians and people who supposedly embrace Christianity, so-called ex-Muslims, will come and say, I had a dream about Jesus and Jesus appeared to me, therefore I became Christian, and different kind of things. And then and then when you get to the bottom here, you'll find that sometimes there's a lot of inconsistencies, and a lot of these inconsistencies and these so-called dreams and visions are due to some quotations from the Bible that they will have visions towards the end of time. There's some mention, and also of course coming from the visions of Paul that Paul had of Jesus. So these visions and apparitions, somehow they're important, and we're not denying, even in Islam, dreams, right? As the Prophet ﷺ said, that towards the end of time there will not be any more prophets to come, any more messages, but the dreams of pious people will be some form of things that might come to happen, of revelation. Okay, it's not to be that they're prophets or messengers, but these dreams of righteous and pious people might, to some extent, might be that they will tell things that will come. Anyhow, so people come and say, well, Jesus appeared to me and I became a Christian, or Jesus, I heard of a Muslim, and actually a few Muslims who were Christians before, and Jesus appeared to them and they became Muslims. They told him to follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Just recently, I came upon one guy who said that he dreamed of Jesus. He was like kind of like a kind of a racist, and he hated Muslims, and then somehow Jesus appeared to him in a dream and he became Muslim. And then I met a lady who said that Jesus appeared to her and told her to wear the burqa, the niqab. So that was kind of interesting. Anyhow, a lot of people take this as proof. Well, I'll tell you what, I had a dream as well. And I had a dream that about Jesus. And actually I was going, I just went to sleep one of the afternoons 2 days ago. Just took a nap, and I napped, and I had a dream about Jesus. And I was driving Jesus in my car, and he was laying down on the back seats. He was very, very tired. And it was interesting because he was wearing a blue kandura, like an actual, like the Islamic dress. And as you see here in this picture, kind of like this, kandura. This is, a lot of the Arab men and the Jewish men wore it, and the Arab men still wear it today. I wear this even day to day when I go to the mosque. And I dreamt that he was laying back in the back of the car, in the back seats, and he was tired, kind of sleeping. And I got out of the car, and all these Christians came, and they were very, they were kind of saying, oh, Jesus is our God, Jesus is our God, Jesus is our God, he's our God. And I asked him one question. I said, okay, if Jesus is your God, how come he's not getting out of the car to welcome you? How come I'm only getting out of the car? And then, they say, well, because he's sleeping. And I, somehow I knew that that's what they're going to say somehow in my mind. And I answered to them, I said, so are you saying that God sleeps? That's basically what I said. Are you saying that God sleeps? And that was the end of the dream. I woke up. So it was an interesting dream. It was quite interesting. I felt good when I woke up, actually. But just that was my dream. I dreamt of Isa alayhi salam, Prophet Jesus, before. So just interesting, and I wanted, I just kind of want to let it now go, and I want to see the comments that will come from people, the double standards and the comments that will come from people, because people will consider, if a person who converted to Christianity because of a dream of Jesus, or and they'll say, well, in my dream Jesus told me to become Christian or to follow them. But then I'll say, my friends who have dreamed of Jesus, the Muslim brothers, Jesus told them to follow those who follow Ahmed. For example, one of the guys that he came into his dream and he said, follow those who follow Ahmed. So I just want to see what they will say, because they use sometimes as proof. They have a lot of the channels, the confession of an ex-Muslim, an ex-Muslim priest, or ex-Muslim extremist accepts Jesus after a dream. And there's many of their videos, and they're done professionally, done by the same company. I just want to see what people will say. But that was my dream. I just wanted to share with everyone my dream. I thought it was a very nice dream. Yes, as Muslims, we love Jesus. I love Jesus. I named my son Isa. And that's Jesus, and we love all the prophets, and we name them after almost all our kids usually are named after either prophets or companions of prophets, and we take great pride in that, and especially in Prophet Isa alayhi salam, the worshipper of God, the one who prayed to God, the one who loved God, the one who called people to worship God, the proper the prophet, the man who slept, who was tired, who was angry, who did not know everything, and who called people to to the commandment of God, that there is only one God. They should love thy Lord, thy God, with your heart and everything. And this was Jesus. This, as we know, is Isa alayhi salam, the righteous man who will stand in front of God on the day of judgment, and he himself will not be the one who will save people's sins. Who died for people's sins, and he himself will be concerned about himself on the day of judgment. So like everyone. So we hope that people kind of take this in consideration. It's